What's up? So we're back after a while. We're back with Reverse 1909. We're doing Kankania's story, Through the Glass. Hey Millie, thanks for reading first. So what do you think of the new well, I could bring it out on this one again, but
very still.
The new loading one.
Low power mode? But your battery is still decreasing.
Let's see.
Are you sure this is an effective method?
Let's go! So we had the wonderful Eris Ignis that created the character. I'm not sure if you saw her other work, but she has I think 3 or 4. I think she did like 3 or 4 other ones. There was a witch one that was cute, riding a broomstick in the air with the cat. We'll see if we finish the story early. I'm not sure how long it's gonna be. We might do Withering Waves, because I'm not sure when I last signed on to that one, because Through the Glass. So now her ultimate's like through, like her power is like through the mirror somehow. Oh, slow bro in chat. So we got 3 days. I finished everything else except for this puzzle part, Beneath the Ashes. So yeah, that takes too much thinking. I know the first puzzle one stumped me a couple times. Alright. Through the glass. From the unmerciful destruction, from the fragment of yesteryear, comes truth. So, since we've kind of started, I'll show you what the looks like. The world of yesterday. Hopefully there's voices. What is lurking in the mirror? Grief. What is stirring behind the wall? Comedy. So, Anna Asmelchova.
Is this so? Look, it's no harder than tying a sailor's hitch. Maybe it can protect us from this disaster. Yes, right. It is as simple as this. Right.
So I think this is sad. Because I think out of all the people, I think she is the only one that survived. She holds a knot in her hands. But there is no cheers of jubilee. Despite the knot in their hands, the people around her have all started to melt away in the rising rain. She is the only survivor. Her arms drop to her lap, and she looks absently at the knot in her hand. This is the only thing she could do. Alright. I didn't think it was that short, but... Who's in the... Oh. Is she in the hospital? Ma'am, listen. Can you please put that down first? Eyes empty, she ignores the researcher's tentative advice and continues to grasp the shard in her palm. It's a shard of a mirror. Her mirror shatters during the storm. This is one piece of it. But she can't recall who broke it. Perhaps it was some frantic passerby or simply herself. Kankania fights against her impulse to grasp the shard even tighter. There's already a cut in her hand. It would be best not to make it deeper. The Foundation made a mistake. They failed to check her handbag for any dangerous items. Ma'am, the Foundation will accept you as a refugee in accordance of the Storm Act. And according to Article 43, Section 2 of the Act, if a person has survived the storm with no obvious side effects, they will be put under quarantine control. It also says, under special circumstance, ask a member of staff involved in immunity protection production to intervene. So, we invited Madame Lucy, the lead of immunity equipment production, to come speak with you. Please put down that sharp object and wait. She interrupts by clanging the steel footsteps and a voice from outside the room. I haven't been informed that I'm needed here. Madame Lucy, that was quick.
Madam.
Madame Lucy, is that you? The footsteps grow silly or louder until Madame Lucy is standing squarely in the full door frame.
Correct.
Yes, it is me, and you are? Her scanning process finishes within a second. Miss Clara Vanler. That's right. We only heard each other over the phone. I'm impressed you recognized me so easily. Your name is written on the end of the bed. She points to the name tag. She has simply scanned the room. Oh, the name card. Of course. Haha. The staff member nods and passes the files to Lucy. I'll leave her to you then, ma'am. And please be wary of the glass shard in her hand. Not to worry. A shard of glass cannot harm me. She reaches out a shining steel hand to Kankania. It's a pleasure to meet you, Miss Vanner. You're the only one who made the knot and successfully survived the storm. I have many questions for you. Especially about your condition, side effects, and what it felt like in those throes of the storm. However, due to my suspension from Laplace, my colleagues will carry out the query for me. Your answers will be significant help to my research. As a time traveler, you must have many questions for us as well. I will try my best to answer them for you.
What?
You're suspended?
I see.
Is that your first question?
Correct.
The answer is yes. I received a suspension order because... The robot tilts her head, searching for the reason in her utmost ruined database. I violated the confidentiality agreement. I told her acquaintance in Vienna about the knot. Her name was... Kankania, I suppose. Yes, that seems to be the name. How impressive! We have never met before, yet you immediately filled the holes in my data. How did you do that, Miss Vinier? Because I'm the one you told. I'm Kankania. What on earth is going on? Have you forgotten about our conversation on the phone? Good lord. Just when I think I found someone I actually know in this area. Despite Kankania's increasing panic, Lucy remains remarkably calm. Do not worry, Miss Kankania. My memory loss was an inevitable side effect of the storm immunity experiment. The data I have still left should be significant to answer most of your questions, though some details will be missing. Are there any other questions you would like to ask me? Experimental side effects? I suppose the situation here is no easier than mine. Realizing the sensitivity of this topic, she doesn't press for more detail.
Immunity, you said. Miss Marcus calls it a catastrophe, and you call it the storm. Is this some kind of disease? Like plague or smallpox?
I am unable to answer this question. It is unknown phenomenon. Storm, disease, and immunity are just terms we use to try and understand it. But an answer I can provide is, this is a disaster of time that covers the world. Only a few areas are unaffected by it. Both its origin and regularity remains unknown. Using the ritual provided by yourself and investigator Marcus, we have successfully found a method that protects people from the reverse, although it has its limits. That's it?
Precisely.
That is the summary of the situation. Even the person with the most knowledge on the subject has little understanding. Our research on storm immunity is still in its initial stages. We are far from fully understanding it.
Details like lineage, the thickness of pneuma, where you cast the ritual, and the order you tie the knot may affect the results. It is necessary for us to cross-check our data with those who survived the storm. Furthermore, you are a crucial witness of the Vienna incident. Dr. Kankania.
We hope you will cooperate with the examination and querying, Dr. Kankania.
Naturally.
I understand, madam.
Thank you.
I must thank you. Thank you again for giving me this opportunity. You kept your word and taught me how to tie the knot, but now I have almost nothing to give in return. I'm simply here as living proof that the possibility of survival is not zero. That's all I have to offer. I haven't a clue on to how or why it took effect. I'm afraid I'm useless to this place and to you. Is that so? Perhaps there's one thing you can do. Undo the hypnosis on Miss Ditterdorf.
Isolde?
Wait, she hypnotized. She jumped out of the bed like a startled bird. Lucy just keeps talking. Since she is a former member of the Mantis Vitisus, the Foundation attempted to question Miss Isolde von Ditterdorf. However, she did not cooperate, or rather, could not cooperate. Is she alright? I was present for most of what happened, too. Maybe the Foundation can question me instead? Lucy continues to ignore her. In brief, she has been in a state of hypnosis since she arrived at the Foundation. She still believes she is living a regular life in Vienna. Thus, we have no progress. Investigator Marcus mentioned in her reports that it was you who hypnotized Miss Ditterdorf. Kankania tips a step back in horrified disbelief.
No.
No, it can't be. I hardly ever hypnotize my patients, and when I do, I'm extremely cautious about it. I don't know if even possible for hypnosis to last so long. No, I wouldn't make such a romantic mistake, would I?
Oh dear.
Oh my, what have I done? We have adopted every known method to undo the hypnosis, but all have failed. We came to the conclusion that you used your arcane seal to hypnotize her. That is why we need your help. Can you undo her hypnosis by casting your arcane skill? She stares at Lucy, her breath rasping in her chest, unable to speak through the shock.
Dr. Kankania.
Take a deep breath, Dr. Kankania. Relax. Try to control the pace of your breathing. Breathe in, breathe out. I can't. But you have taken a deep breath already.
No.
No, not that. It's my arcane skill. I can no longer use it. Kankania looks down at the shard clutched in her hand. A drop of blood is running down her palm. She's forced herself to look up. With a bitter smile, she presents the shard to Lucy. As you said, experience also has side effects. You lost something? So did I.
My mirror is broken. Believe it or not, I cannot use it to cast my arcane skills anymore.
Stage 2. How many stages? 8. Empty mirror. Kankania stares through the doorway that Lucy left open. The echoes of her conversation are swimming in her mind. You cannot, or do you not want to? Both. I can neither use my arcane skill, nor do I want to. I can't control it, but I saw.
Isolde.
I'm the only one who can help her. I'm the only one who can help her, aren't I? Then, just this once, I will try my best. I will. She bows her head. Relax. It's just an arcane skill, like you cast countless times before. It's the arcane skill passed down to you through the Vigilor family. Look into the mirror, and it will reflect whatever it is on your mind. Tell me. It feels like a lifetime since she last cast her arcane skill. There's nothing in the mirror. It's as blank as her mind. She doesn't even know what question to ask. For crying out loud, what am I doing? This is ridiculous. This is ridiculous. It's not even a full mirror. How can I do anything with such a small fragment? Such a small fragment. Fragment. I need a new mirror. Something bigger and newer than this one. Like, a hand mirror. Before she knows it, the shard of her hand has transformed itself into a hand mirror. It's clear and familiar, but much too light. This is... At the moment, she realized that the mirror in her hands is simply an illusion. It plunges her into a fragment of her memory.
Welcome, my friend.
Here, this gift is for you. Oh, no, I couldn't take this. I haven't done anything to deserve such a valuable gift. It's because of your help that I can now walk with you along the river. That arcanum license, through a forgery, is quite valuable to me. So please accept it. I'll be glad to be free from its whispers.
What?
Wait, it can talk? The fire? Don't tell me you pulled this out of some ancient tomb or something. Take it, and then I'll tell you. You know, a hand mirror wouldn't be my first choice. The mirror is used in a treatment. Wait, the mirror I use in my treatment can generally be placed independently neither on the table or the ground to reduce the risk of them breaking through the session. It's a safety measure, just to be sure. So you see, I wouldn't know what to do with this, despite my desire to hear the stories behind it. I always prefer table or long-length mirrors. They're safer, easier to place, and more convenient for patients.
My friend.
I understand, my friend. You say that this hand mirror is merely gaudy plaything rather than a useful tool. But when people first created the hand mirror, they were looking for simplicity and convenience. In the end, though, they became rather material. Attractive in appearance, yes, but a little practical use. Just like Arcanus, isn't it? I beg to differ. Arcanus aren't like that at all. We have much to offer the world.
I have seen it.
Then you should take it.
What?
Your arcane skill. So intriguing, yet horrifying. People more than anything fear their true desires being revealed.
So I need a container to hold all of those overwhelming desires. I know. I already have 2 or 3 mirrors that are much wider and taller than this one. But you have so many mirrors and not a single one to be held in the hand. Well, the collector is incomplete, is it not?
No.
Not at all. It simply isn't necessary.
You don't have a hand mirror? How can that be? My friend, you simply must have a mirror.
A hand mirror for yourself. Well, alright. I'll take it. Thank you, Zephyr. Oh my, it's heavy. Has it been planted with Tempera and must stay, according to the recognized of any of these platforms? Oh my, it's heavy. Has it been planted with tempera? And I must say, I don't recognize any of these patterns. Well, here it is. My very first hand mirror. A heavy, well-decorated, expensive medium for my treatment. Better put it away carefully. Actually, yes, I made up my mind. I'll take it back and show it to everyone. I wonder what Albert would say after I was so firmly refused to get the hammer at this time. Now, Zephyr, will you please tell me the story about this mirror?
Hmm?
Looks around. There isn't a single person to be seen. Zephyr, where are you? Where did you go? Where's the mirror? Where's Zephyr?
Zamfira, she...
You come to the right man, Doctor.
Kankania?
Zephyr set off to the Kankania some time ago. Didn't she tell you she was going?
Leech?
Wait, Leech? I heard she's gifted you a talking mirror. Then, I'm sure you'll be interested in this too.
Doctor!
It's a talking porcelain basil. If you wipe it down, fill it with clean water, and light it just right, you can use it as a mirror as well.
What?
I'm sorry. What are you talking about? Or rather, why are you here? In the Foundation. Unbelievable. Wait. Unable to answer such questions, the illusion is broken and fades away, along with the mirror in her hand. Slowly regaining control of her mind and body, Kankania returns to the ward once again. She knows this will happen again. It's only a matter of time. All she can do is... There's a file on the table. The Foundation has clearly expressed their requirements and suggestions within it, much like Lucia has told her.
Yes.
Help. As she scans through the files, Kankania comes to the decision. Yes, I need their help. To help her, to regain control of my arcane skill. She presses the intercom button above her head bed. Laboratory Center, how may I help you?
This is Sarah Vendler. I agree to appear in court as a witness of the incident, and I will support the study of this storm. And I will also attend therapy.
I see. Please stay on the line. We route you to our specialists in making the necessary arrangements. To be continued. Stage 3, in deep mud.
Miss Clara,
I'm your attending psychiatrist. Before we start the session, I'd like to confirm something. What happened to make you lose control of your arcane skill? Do you remember? Memories flashed before her. She jumbled and messy. She closed her eyes as she tries to recall. She's taking back her days in Vienna. Sunfire,
my friend.
This is as far as you can go, my friends. Oh, thanks for the lurk, Monarch Moose. This is as far as you can go, my friend. We walked a long way. You should head home. It's best not to be alone in the dark. What about you? We entered the world alone, and we leave it alone. It's the natural way of things.
Hey,
Don't worry, my dear Kankania. We'll see each other again. I promise. But Russia is so very far away. Are you sure you still remember this place?
I will remember.
May I at least walk you to the edge of town? There's a station there. I can take the tram back.
No need.
Why?
I want to remember our last days together. Is it so awful to want to extend it just a little longer? Or is it because you don't want to see me anymore? If that's the case, I'll return the hand mirror you gave me right now. It's because everything I wanted to say has been said, and the blessing has taken effect. Simply looking at you makes me happy. Makes me hope to know that there are still good people like you in the world.
Bless you.
That's why I gave you my blessing. As long as you don't break the mirror, you will feel its effects. What are you talking about? Of course I won't break it. Then please don't ever say that you'll give it back. And remember these words.
Disaster will fall on the shards of a broken mirror.
Uh-oh. And she has a shard of a mirror. But I don't think it's a hand mirror. Don't forget. I won't. Although, I still don't understand. Ask no more, dear Clara. You kept asking us wanderers what we wanted. We learned that Yitch desires fortune and that Laura longs for a life free from hiding. But I haven't given you my answer yet. What I'm looking for is... What do you long for, Zephyr? And where's the mirror you gave me?
My mirror.
The hand mirror. It appears that every time I think of it, neither my memory or my arcane skill goes wrong. I see. There's a close connection between the symptoms and your hand mirror. Noted. Then, let's take a deeper dive into your mirror. Could you describe it to me? It's an ornament, finely decorated. But it's not far more than an ornament I had it was my very first hand mirror. And it shall never be broken.
Albert.
Albert. Look, my first hand mirror. My friend and I had a discussion, and I decided to use it as a key element of improving my self-awareness.
Clara!
You're back. A hand mirror. May I have a look?
Such a delicate mirror. It is perfect for your first hand mirror. Your first hand mirror is for reflecting yourself. Your first table mirror is for observing others.
Your first hand mirror is for reflecting yourself. The first table mirror is for observing others. The only thing missing is the Vanilla family crest. You better present it to Father for his approval.
Why?
Why should I? I have no need for his approval. Please consider it for me, would you, Clara? Father would so like to know about this. He's always wanted to understand you better. Fine, if I must, I'll show him the mirror, but I don't want his approval or his crest. I'll simply present it to him. I won't allow him to destroy it.
You can't keep doing this.
You really should. I already know what he's going to say. You really should show more respect for Father. You really should be more restrained. Don't disgrace yourself. Stop associating with the lower class. Act like a decent middle class lady. And become a part of this beautiful society.
But...
Should I really?
Miss Clara?
What?
I'm sorry, what were you talking about?
Oh, my mind wandered again. Sorry.
No worries, it happens. We were talking about the hand mirror and your brother, Albert. Is there anything else you want to share with me? Is there? She asked herself.
I don't...
Recall what the hand mirror ended up. Perhaps it's broken.
No.
People say that a broken mirror is a bad omen. You never mentioned that it carries some kind of blessing, though. It sounds more like a prophecy to me.
Yes.
A prophecy, yes, of a disaster that would follow the breaking of the mirror. And it has come true. Because of that blessing, Vienna is gone and Albert lost his arm. All because of that broken hand mirror. Like the other one that broke in the storm. Actually, we don't know where this hand mirror is, and prophecy is just my personal understanding of it, not objective truth.
Miss Clara.
So let's not jump to conclude. Kanya jumps to her feet.
No.
You're right. It is a prophecy. The mirror must be broken. That's why I can't do anything. It's because my mirrors are broken. All of them. At the moment, she buries her head in her arms. The mirrors in the room starts to tremble. They shake and crack, one after another, and Kankania falls back into her memorial yet again. Ah! It's breathtaking, exquisite. It looks more like a frame for a delicate piece of art than a mirror.
Doctor.
And look at the spider web detailing. It's gorgeous. What is this thing? It's pure blasphemy. This is hardly a mirror, let alone one to be associated with the vineyard name. It's an utter disgrace. Clara Wiggler. What do you think you're doing? Her memory swirls in her mind, surrounding her like a fragment of broken glass that are now all over her feet. Wait. Surrounding her like the fragment of broken glass that are now all over the floor. She sits on her head. Wait. She sits with her head in her arms, her body shivering.
My mirror is broken.
Just like Vienna is broken. What on earth am I doing? What on earth can I do? Stage 4.
Miss Clara.
Sorry, Miss Clara.
You may have lost control of your arcane skill because of the trauma you've experienced. I should have focused on this in previous sessions. I missed it. So for the immediate future, we should keep you away from any mirrors or reflective surfaces until you overcome this disorder.
Do you agree? The room has nothing but a pair of chairs and a table with a desk lamp. They sit across from one another.
Yes.
Yes, Miss Doctor. Doctor.
All right.
Let me explain the treatment plan for the Foundation has created for you. The psychiatrist duly identifies that Kankania's mind has started to wander. She taps the writing board with her pen. Kankania looks up and blinks.
Hmm?
Huh?
Oh. My mind wandered again. Sorry.
What's on your mind this time? Kankania glances around the room. her eyes eventually falling on the dim yellow lamp. Nothing. It's just this room reminds me of somewhere. I've been in one similar to this before, back in Vienna. What were you doing there?
I was going to meet a friend. A friend, it seems, that I never really knew.
Would you like to talk about this, friends?
I'm very sorry.
I don't know where to start.
Do not worry.
Okay, let's get back to our topic then.
Miss Clara,
I'm sure you know this, Miss Clara, but I never stopped you from consciously or unconsciously recalling traumatic memories, as you just did now. This is the initial stage of our treatment. We guide our patient to track back the traumatic experience in order to identify the cause and trigger of the disorder. Then through controls exposure to these triggers, we start the process of desensitizing, with the final goal being to help the patient create positive coping strategies to deal with the triggers. This treatment is quite different from the therapeutic strategy I'm familiar with. In what way? For me, pushing patients to relieve their traumatic memories is never good. And recalling trauma too frequently would only serve to damage the patient's psyche further, even exacerbate the ulceration of these traumas in their minds. While free talk and the more difficult conversation that stems from it can be a useful tool to build trust, the only focus on trauma won't disbelieve anyone. Thanks for the luck, Millie. So you propose psychoanalysis, I see. Remember the first time we met? You expressed your disagreement with the session arrangement. I still think that a weekly session is too frequently persistent psychological exertion.
no,
I understand, and as I explained before, psychological has moved far beyond the exploration stage of the nearly 20th century that you're familiar with. Psychoanalysis theory, talk therapy, if you will, has seen many advances throughout the history. To be more specific, Laplace's psychotherapeutical methods has long been separated from few. Many of these theories have been proven wrong. This is not her era anymore. It has never been clearer than now. She clenches her fist and a sharp pain shoots from her palm. She looks down to see a blood-soaked shard clutching in her hands. This. It disappeared?
Miss Clara.
What are you looking at, Miss Clara?
Miss Clara?
I'm hallucinating. Thank you for telling me. What do you see? The fragment of a mirror.
My mirror is...
As I said, my mirror broke, and I haven't been able to use my arcane skill since. Yes, the report states that your arcane skill is related to mirrors, that it serves as a kind of wand for you, but it didn't tell me this.
What is it that you can do with the mirror?
My arcane skill is Winkler's mirror. It allows me to see what people are thinking.
A dangerous skill.
You can understand it as reflecting people's inner desires into the mirror.
The psychiatrist takes a moment to compliment this.
I see. This is how you treat your patients. So now, during our conversation, you fear I'm prying into you. Because now you think that's what you did to your patients. You no longer consider that treatment the right way of helping people, do you?
During our treatment, I'd like you to shift your understanding of yourself. You're not a psychiatrist in our session, Miss Clara. You're a patient who needs treatment. To be honest, you're not the first psychiatrist I treated. There are a lot of people at headquarters who have been traumatized by the storm, including some of my colleagues. How are they now? Before I answer, I want to ask you a question. Have you heard about this theory?
Growth is the process of behavior reinforcement.
This sounds like behaviorism.
I thought you recognized it. Well, our methods could be seen as a distant, less extreme evolution of behaviorism. It's called recognized reappraisal. We work with patients to identify and reframe the negative emotions they hold towards a particular traumatic event. Eventually, as they learn to better to recognize and manage their emotions, the trauma will feel less overwhelming than it once did. And to answer your question, most of my colleagues were able to modify their emotional response to the event that traumatized them through this process. A small number of them are still under the treatment because they haven't been able to reframe the negative emotions associated with their trauma.
Their friends didn't make it to the safe zone. Seeing the hands reaching out to them, the melted painting like faces, it keeps haunting them. Much like how it haunts you, doesn't it?
Speechless, Kankania looks down again, opening and clenching her fists repeatedly. There's nothing in it. You unconsciously replay the events in Vienna before the storm over and over in your head, and you keep mentioning that mirror. You relive those negative emotions again and again, but are unable to reframe them, to understand them differently. I need some more information in order to help you in the process.
Doctor.
What do you need to know? You identify yourself as a psychiatrist, and outdated though it may be, you have a strong knowledge of psychoanalysis, yet you still use your arcane skill to treat your patients. It sounds counterintuitive to me. Kankania fears her burr.
Yes.
You're right. It is counterintuitive for a psychiatrist.
My arcane skill is one of my therapies. In fact, my treatments are based on Dr. Freud's theory. I treat my patients with science. This arcanum is just a kind of parlor trick.
I see. A fusion therapy using your arcane skill and following Friedrich's theories could have some lasting effects of values. I wonder, have you ever used this on yourself? What do you mean? I mean, have you looked at yourself in your own mirror?
I'm
sure I must have, but... Yes or no? It's not possible,
Your first hand mirror is for reflecting yourself. Your first table mirror is for observing others.
Everything Vineyard knows this. I had a hand mirror, so I must...
No.
I must have... Have I?
Have I looked at myself in my own mirror?
Stage 5, a good time.
It reflects your inner thoughts, like a mind's endoscope. I cast an arcane skill on it to help your thoughts surface. Look at it, and tell me what you see.
What do I see? Have I? Did I ever look into it? Look into myself? Before it shattered? What is this thing? The color and design are vulgar, and I don't see our family crest on it. Such a hand mirror is unsuitable for a lady. Even though the surface of the mirror is rather smooth, it simply cannot do. Clara Winkler, you cannot take this as your first hand mirror. I neither seek your opinion nor your approval, Father. I'm simply here to inform you that I have my first hand mirror. There's no longer any need for you to give me one. That's all. No, wait. Father, it's a gift and a blessing from Clara's friend. I think that's why this hand mirror means so much to her. And you, Clara. Her friend? What friend? This isn't a damn old Gypsy, is it? Or one of those filthy arcane vendors, scurrying around in the shadows like rats. No matter who it was, the moment you brought this thing into our house, it was a humiliation to me and the whole Veneer family. Your first hand mirror? Ha! Don't be ridiculous. It isn't qualified to be a Veneer mirror. In fact, it tarnishes our very name. I warn you not to try to win my approval with a inferior product. Inferior like your friends. Father, this is too much. Albert, I have fulfilled my promise. I showed him, and from now on, this is my mirror. I'm leaving.
Clara.
Clara, wait. Just a moment. Wherever she is going, she cannot take that mirror with her. I won't allow it. Take that thing away from her, Albert.
All is good, yeah?
Father, please, let her keep it, will you? You can give her another one as her first official hand mirror. She didn't mean to. She didn't mean to. She meant every word. She spent her life on her career and ambition, and pays no mind to the shame it brings to this family. As long as she continues to lead such a shameless life, my humiliation will never come to an end. Father! Ha! Arcane vendors like rats. Need I remind you how you made your fortune? If the vineyard name is truly as noble as you claim, then why do the gentlefolks of the upper class always decline your invitation? You worked so hard, haven't you, to hide away your past as an arcane vendor and wear the mask of a nobleman. Or should I say, a noble human. You.
I'm simply telling the truth.
You know I'm right. I'm simply telling the truth. The more you try to distance yourselves from your arcanist identity, the more people are reminded of it. When you criticize Mother for keeping in touch with her arcanist friends, you don't realize it's because you don't have any friends anymore, and somewhere deep inside, that stings. I pity you. To be honest, at least I have true friendship. Clara Winkler! What right do you have to accuse me? You, who have dropped out of university, have multiple scandals with married women, and started a legal organization. But you are right about one thing. It's not your patients who should be sent to the madhouse. It's you. Father, do we have to end it this way? Take it from her, Albert.
Clara!
The servants block the door like silent statues. She cannot leave unless she gives him the hand mirror.
No.
No need. I'll do it myself. She raises the hand mirror high above her head and throws it to the ground. It shatters as it collides with the floor. Mirror shards scatter around the room. Clara. Her eyes are firmly fixed on her father. This is the last time I do as you ask, Father. Yes, it's shattered. How can I see myself in it? I never even had the chance. It was destroyed like the table mirror that shattered in the storm. Kankania gives a weak smile, but soon freezes. She sees the broken table mirror. She sees the rain of Vienna.
Madam,
The hand mirror was too broken, Doctor. I couldn't see myself in it, so I decided to let it go. It's insignificant, I thought. There are far more important things to come. How naive I was not to see.
our society is broken, and like a mirror, it will keep shattering into ever smaller pieces. No one can put them back together on their own.
So, it is my duty, Doctor, to appeal to the people, to urge them to face the problems in our society, to do something to change it, to repair it. How ironic that, in the end, I would be the one to hasten the breaking of it beyond repair. Why me? Why did I survive? I can see why you think this way, but I think you keep saying this because...
You're still blaming yourself.
What else can I do? Take this shameful event for granted? Feel lucky and cheer for my second life? Why should a girl so full of sin survive? What about those innocent people who still have hope for life? Who wanted to survive in this world? They turned to dust and were washed away by the storm. Why did they die? What was the meaning of it? So you looked away because you couldn't face yourself in the mirror. But you won't often find the answer unless you look for them. She hangs her head at the gentle execution.
At least give it a try. Take a look at yourself in your own mirror.
Stage 6. The Left and the Forgotten.
Have I looked at myself in my own mirror?
I haven't because the mirror broke. Or did I do so before it shattered? In Seville's prophecy, did it come true? Disaster will fall on the shards of a broken mirror. Disaster. She struggles to search for any useful details in her cluttered mind.
No.
Gaia jumps up from her chair, its feet screeching against the marble floor. I remember now. It did come true. Disaster struck. It was Albert's arm. What brings you here? You haven't recovered yet. And don't bother, I won't apologize.
But
what? Why are you still trying to defend him? It's because of him that you lost your arm. What on earth are you thinking? Those trust fund boys who try to disguise their bullying as duels, do you really think that changed the reality of the behavior? You know I won't sit idly by. I know, but I'm still sorry I didn't stop you. You can't keep doing this, Clara. It's not silly to go around roughing people up with your friends from the streets, and don't get me started from the horse manure.
What?
I just asked them to join me for a walk, as any lady would do. As one seldom walks on her own 2 feet, isn't it normal that one would occasionally trip and fall into some manure? Just blame the fact that the horses are allowed in the park. Or are you suggesting that I bring them to my clinic and expose all of their deepest, darkest secrets from my mirrors? No, I most certainly am not. Father has already angry about the incident with the hand mirror, and now this. You mess with someone you shouldn't have. His family reaches extent to almost every corner of the affluent class. It affects our family's business. Father is, well, he's furious now. and he may take his anger out on you. So, please, Clara, careful with me to apologize to Ethan before it's too late.
Oh dear.
I swear on my life, I have no idea who Ethan even is. I simply beat up a few fair-haired boys I didn't like.
Clara.
Albert.
I said I wouldn't apologize, Albert. Don't force me to do anything I don't want to, alright? No, Clara, I'm not forcing you. I know that it will never work. I'm begging you. Just this once, alright? Just apologize and everything will be fine. Father will forgive you, and Mother will be happy too.
I'm begging you.
The same old trick. He knew I couldn't say no to him. But not this time. I had a way to shut him up. Then, can I beg for my hand mirror back?
What?
You clearly think if you beg me, I will do as you wish. So if I beg you, will you repair and return my hand mirror to me, exactly as it once was? If you do, I'll apologize. Well, can you do as I wish? You can't you? My mirror will never be the same, nor will your arm. And that's why I won't apologize, Albert. I thought he'll give up after hearing this. But of course, he didn't. Soon after, he paid me another visit. Clearly, the security couldn't turn down a young man with only one arm.
Clara.
Albert.
Why are you here? Come in, let's talk inside. But if you're here to persuade me to apologize to that man, then don't bother. No, actually, I've been thinking about what you said. And I'm here to show you something.
What?
This is the hand mirror? Did you try to fix it? Did you patch it up?
Remember?
Your hand mirror, remember? The one given to you by your Roman friend. The one you'd rather break yourself than give over to Father. You said that if I fixed it for you, you'll apologize. It's not possible. It was utterly destroyed. The glass shattered into pieces. How could you possibly put it back together? Actually, I did it before you even asked me to. I tried my best to fix it, and I put in an enamel frame, but I didn't dare to give it to you until you said. Anyway, it's your first hand mirror. Please, take a look. He reached into the bag of his side and pulls out the mirror. But before he could hand it to me, I stopped him. What I said before was nothing but a shameless taunt. Sorry, but this doesn't fulfill your half of the agreement. I'm still not apologizing.
What?
This isn't exactly as it once was. Look at the cracks, and the frames too. My hand mirror didn't look like this at all. A talking wash basket filled with water would do a better job than this. At least it would only show one reflection. A talking bastion? Just a metaphor. In short, it's not so much a mirror as a sign of a failed rebellion. That won't change, no matter how well you fix it, Albert. It's not like that.
Clara.
Clara, I repaired it because I wanted to give it back to you, not to make you apologize to Ethan. It's not a sign of failure, nor is it useless. This is your very first hand mirror, and a gift from your dear friend. If it's truly so important to you, then why did you bring it up back then? Yeah, Abby, how's everything? How's your trip? Take it back, Clara. And please, forgive me for not standing up for you when you confronted Father. It's meaningless, Albert. I know. But we don't always live for meaning.
Your first hand mirror is for reflecting yourself. Your first table mirror is for observing others.
You helped so many people with the table mirror I gave you, and now
You should.
it's time for you to reflect on yourself.
At least give it a try. Take a look at yourself in your own mirror.
Albert,
No, Doctor.
I
still don't understand. Ask no more, dear Clara. The illusion voice is familiar. It's warm and soft. It is not the voice of any one person, but of many. What do you want, Albert? I want you to be free and happy, as you want all people to be. What do you want, Zafira? What I want is your safety. Those who speak out, who pursue their dreams through their tempests, won't flinch at their soaked clothes and the treacherous road ahead. I don't want you to get hurt, Clara. I want you to be safe and sound. You ask many people the same question, but what's your answer? What do you want? What do you want? Kankania looks at the shard in her hands. What do I want?
what then is my dream?
The surface of the shard flickered, revealing a mirror reflected in it. It's the mirror that was once broken, but now it appears whole again. The hand mirror that she once held so tightly. Stage 7, the day of rebirth. This is...
I see. I used to...
I remember it now. I've seen it before. At that moment, when I took the mirror from Albert's hand, I was almost burnt by the heat of the handle. I imagined him tightly gripping the mirror with only one hand. With the only hand he has left as he awkwardly stood at the door of my clinic. That was not an image I wanted to see. Look at this thing. I can see the glue between the cracks, and these pieces don't even go together. You're really bad at this, aren't you? It looks like you never once worked with your hands. Hand. That's going pretty well. Trying to finish up the story before the new update comes out in what, 4 days or 3 days. So this is the last part of the 1.9 that I had to do. Clara.
Why?
Why didn't you just take it to the factory and ask them to do the work? They're professionals. At least you could have coated the mirror with silver to cover the cracks. In its current state, my reflection is split and shattered too. It's almost incomprehensible.
But...
Pull yourself together and stop fidgeting. Be a gentleman, Albert. And I will be a lady and keep my promise. Not to apologize, but to reflect myself. I wasn't only talking to Albert, but also to myself. It was an announcement. I took a deep breath and tried to recall the feelings of casting my arcane skill. But the mirror reflection reflected nothing. I don't see anything. That's odd. Or does this mean I have no desire? Interesting. Hendrik would like to know about this. She studies her reflection between the cracks in the mirror.
No.
But it doesn't feel right. Perhaps because it's broken?
Clara.
Be patient, Clara. Before he could finish his sentence, the image in the mirror twisted, revealing an object within it. Though the crack split into many pieces, I could still recognize it.
What is this? A new mirror? What do you mean?
Is this my innermost desire?
I saw it before.
In the hand mirror Albert fixed for me,
I saw another hand mirror, reflected into shattered one. I thought my arcane skill didn't work, but upon reflection, maybe it did work. This must be the symbol of my dream, my desire.
back then I wanted a new mirror. An independent free kingdom, a new world for Arcanus. Ha! A brand new world. I wanted it, and I got it.
But
This was never my intention. I always try to do something, to make a change. But what can I do if I can't even undo the hypnosis of my own patient? She closed her eyes bitterly. When she opens them, her eyes are fixed on the shard in her hand yet again. Moments before, when she cast her arcane skill, a mirror appeared in it. The mirror covered in cracks and glue marks. The mirror Zafira gave her. Is this because I can't seem to shake the thoughts of this hand mirror? Or is this another illusion of my arcane skill? My innermost desire, revealed by my arcane skill, is still the mirror given to me by Zafira. With Zafira's name in her heart, she decided to try it again. Zafira, you once prayed for my safety. So could you tell me if it's real? I shouldn't hurt myself to confirm its existence, should I? It's been an illusion for many times. It has to be the real just this once, doesn't it? She rubs the shard, trying to erase the image reflected on it. No matter how hard she tries, the reflection remains firm. She casts her arcane skill again, but nothing changes. The hand mirror, given by her friend, broken by herself, and put together by her brother, still sits in her reflection. Despite its repair, its cracks are still clearly visible, like in life. No matter how much you heal, the damage will always be there.
the cracked mirror. How did I not see it? The marks here show it must have been shattered before.
I know, it's not new. I know it's not perfect. It's not even very useful mirror.
It's only...
But still,
Why?
I wish so dearly for it to be in my hands. A teardrop falls silently on the shard. I know that civilization is fragile, that life is fragile. But if life is destined to be broken, if society is doomed to be shattered, then should we at least try to repair it? Because we can't, we shouldn't live in a broken society. This has always been my dream, from the very beginning. I just want everyone to find their happiness, to lead a harmonious life together.
It's only...
Why didn't I realize it sooner?
Why?
Why didn't I tell Elsa, Albert, and Zafira? Why didn't I tell them earlier? Why did I choose those pompous flowery things to Isol instead of the simple truth? Why was I so cruel to Albert when I could have expressed my joy and gratitude to him, to have him as my brother? And Zafira, I was too young and naive to give her my encouragement, to express my wishes for her. Teardrops rained down on the shard, running on its surface, and gathering in the cracks of the hand mirror within.
Why?
Why couldn't I fix Viniana in the way Albert fixed this mirror for me? She managed to regain her arcane skill, but it's not enough to fill the hollow in her heart. Her friends can no longer hear her confession. The only thing left is this reflection of her gifts.
prophecy of Zemphira. So then this mirror will not bring us disaster. Rather, it has already protected us from one.
She gave me this blushing, yet I lost her mirror. I lost the whole of Vienna. If only they could be here with me. If only I could touch this mirror again. If only I could fix everything. A knock on the door pulls her back to reality. Miss Kankania,
May I ask?
we've been informed that you applied for the arcane skill experiment. We're here to take you to the field. Are you ready?
What? Oh dear.
I completely forgot.
Naturally.
I've been spending so much time blaming myself that I ignored the most important thing. The thing that can be done by me, and only me.
I should piece the shatters together and mend it.
To bring together the broken pieces. To fix the mistakes I made. To undo the hypnosis on Isol. She holds up the shard and looks at it through the light from the window. There's nothing in it anymore. But Kankania knows there was a hand mirror in it, vivid and clear.
Thank you.
Thank you, Zemphira. Thank you, Albert. Miss Kankania, are you there? The staff member opens the door and is startled to see Kankania already standing in the room.
Yes.
Yes, thank you for coming. I'm almost ready.
Thank you.
Is there anything else I need to do? Yes, here are the things to note. First, please remove any items that might damage yourself or the experimental field, such as jewelry. Stage 8. The story of tomorrow.
I'm very sorry.
Sorry, I didn't. What did you say?
Do not worry.
It's okay. I'll repeat it for you. Please pay attention this time. Laplace updated our diagnosis of Miss Isol's condition while you were receiving treatment. We determined that she experiencing a stage similar to post-traumatic stress disorder, one that is particularly persistent. To put it simply, she's gone crazy. Kankania unconsciously clenches her fist. It seems to have become her habit. Then her condition. It isn't because of my hypnosis.
No.
Even taking into account the unknown of your arcane skills, hypnosis couldn't achieve such a large shift in personality. As it turns out, she was actually unable to cooperate with us, not unwilling to.
Miss Clara.
We're sorry, Miss Clara. I understand you accepted the treatment in order to better control your arcane skill because of her. But given her current condition, we strongly suggest you don't use your arcane skills on her, as it could simulate her already unstable state. May I at least take a look at her? I read through the visitation rules. I promise I won't make any physical contact, nor will I pass her the mirror in case I cast my arcane skill. That still poses considerable risks. She seems to think she's still an opera singer living in Vienna before those family tragedies ever happened. The Foundation staff guarding her are strangers, so they won't trigger her memories. But you're different, Miss Clara. Your arcane skills, even just your presence, might trigger her memories. Considering Miss Isol's arcane skill and the potential damage it may cause, triggering it will only rise her threat level and will force to reduce the already limited freedom she has. We're trying our best to avoid that. Personally, I suggest against breaking this fragile balance we managed to maintain. Not even a single meeting? I just want to see her. Maybe just once, as long as you promise not to dehypnotize her. I promise. Then I'll submit a visitation request for you. The staff at the detention center will contact you about any follow-up procedures. And you will have to complete that rigmarole yourself. I understand. Kanya stops at the iron gates at the detention center.
Please?
Please fill out this visitation sheet, including your name, time of visit, and purpose. You know, in many ways, the Foundation headquarters reminds you of Vienna, especially in moments like this. All done. Here you are. Thanks for your cooperation. Please stand behind me. I'll open the door for you. You have to go inside alone. Remember, you have 30 minutes before the lights turn off. Once time's up, you need to come out as quickly as possible.
Thank you.
After 3 rounds of procedures to obtain approval for the visit and discussion with 4 departments to allow me to bring personal items, I'm finally here. Her voice gets quieter and quieter as she speaks, because she feels familiar, ethereal singing. Enthralled, she makes her way to its source. It's Iso. She's singing. Not an Aurora, but the Tristan Core.
Hörst du sie noch? Mir schwand schon fern den Klang. Sorgende Furcht birgt dein Ohr. Dich täuscht des Laubes säuselnd Getön. Das Lachen schüttelt der Wind. Nicht helle Schein tönt so hold, des Quelles sanfte rieselnde Welle rauscht so wohnig daher. Wie hört sich sie tosten noch Töne im Schweigen der Nacht, nur Nacht mit der Quell, der meine Hart in Schweigen der Nacht.
I guess so. She softly responds.
Die alte Weise.
That old
Was
tune.
weckt sie mich?
Why does it waken me?
Wo bin ich?
Where am I?
Wo bin ich? Das kann ich dir nicht sagen. Ich war, wo ich von je gewesen. Wohin auf je ich geh.
She stops, taking a table mirror out from her bag. This table mirror has attended countless treatments, including Isol's. Its cracks are clear to see. This belongs to you, Isol.
Auf Wiedersehen.
Goodbye. The stand makes a noise as she puts the mirror on the marble floor, yet it doesn't wake the lucid dreamer.
Doktor.
Listen, the fallen leaves rustle when you step on them. Isn't it just like a beautiful song? There is no response but the sound of footsteps growing ever more distant. Footsteps that once echoed in the streets of Vienna and will continue to echo in her dreams. But not here. You said you had a personal opinion on Isol's condition. May I ask what your opinion is? Why is she behaving like this? When a person experiences trauma that is too severe to bear, they will often revert to a time when they felt the safest and happiest. So I assume that, in her mind, time has been frozen in the best days of her life.
Wenn du bereits eine Entscheidung getroffen hast und denkst, dass ich schuldig bin, warum behandelst du mich dann so sanft? Wenn das die Lösung ist, die du gebracht hast, werde ich sie mit Freude annehmen. Ach, Doktor. E lucevano le stelle.
If you knew you were living in a dream made of lies, would you still embrace it? If this is the salvation you hoped for, I will accept it if I must. Miss, you may close the door. I ended the visit early.
But
you left your mirror behind. It's against the... I know. I signed the agreement. But it's in the corridor, not her room. Could you at least leave it there for a day and take it away tomorrow? You can put it in my record as a member of the Field Agent Administration.
Dr. Kankania.
She turns towards the voice and finds a familiar figure standing on the other end of the gate. It's Marcus.
Miss Marcus.
I didn't expect to see you here. I just returned from a field mission. I hurried over as soon as I heard you were here. But did I just hear that correctly? Have you joined the Field Agent Administration? There must be other choices. You don't have to.
Yeah.
Yeah, there are. But I already decided. I will join the Field Agent Administration. I couldn't possibly work in the government. It's never been my goal and never will be. I wanted to introduce you to the timekeeper before you made a decision. She also leads an independent team. But I already made up my mind, Miss Marcus. Do you know what kind of institution the Historian Maintenance Team is? It means its members and the mission they perform. Yes, I'm fully aware. They're an expendable unit. Field agents can be abandoned at any time. The name explains itself.
Are you sure?
Will you give a second thought to meeting with the timekeeper? Maybe after talking to her, you will have another choice and... I'd love to meet her, but only because she's a friend of yours. Perhaps after meeting this friend who can forecast the storm, I can finally bid farewell to our old era and welcome this new one. I suppose your mind's made up then. We all have our responsibilities to bear, and this is mine. Our era are so brutally washed away. You saw it too, and with this historic maintenance team, I can do something to prevent the destruction of other eras. It's the right thing to do, don't you think?
Is this farewell?
I already said goodbye once, so no, it isn't. Though I cannot guarantee anything, there's a voice in my head that says,
One day, I will see you again.
but this isn't the best place to chat. Let's go. She pushed through the gate. Outside, The moon tenderly climbs up the sky. She walks outside without looking back. After all, the path before us is the only way ahead. That's the end of the story. Let's see what the survey battles are. Do we have Kankania? Who else can we bring in? Okay.
Let us have a fair fight.
Let's see how she fights. So she has buffs and a mirror. This buff Lucy.
Oh, please. I know how to use it. A simple arcane trick.
Loading.
Hold on. Psychiatrist at work. Bang, bang.
Faraday's miracle. Under attack.
Okay. I'll move this. We roll one.
The moment of silence.
Allow me to double check the battery levels. Aim and shoot.
Only one round.
Circuits functioning
Oh,
properly.
please. I know how to
Loading.
use it.
I, robot, child of science. They are much naughtier than the Foundation's kids.
We didn't get to Kankania's special attack.
Let us have a fair fight.
A simple arcane trick. Oh, please. I know how to use it.
Oh, don't stare at it for too long. Bang, bang.
I know Kankania's is more of a survivability, so she takes like I think she takes the damage from the other teammates.
Now presenting Bingler's mirror.
Oh, please. I know how to use it.
Charging.
You must see your true self. Hold on. Psychiatrist at work.
Faraday's miracle.
Oh, almost. Oh, there we go.
A simple arcane trick.
The moment of silence.
Loading.
Didn't see that coming. Did you?
Learn from silence.
The light that illuminates all.
The moment of utterance.
Charging. Allow me to double check the battery levels. Eliminate target. Target confirmed. They are much naughtier than the Foundation's kids.
Alright, stage 2. Behind the scenes. What kind of mobs we're facing this time? Any good teammates to choose? Nah.
Let us have a fair fight.
The moment of
A simple
silence.
arcane trick.
Loading.
Benefit from reading.
Bang, bang.
Eliminate target. Under attack.
Oh, I forgot let's see, what do I forgot to do something.
Charging. Loading. Charging. Faraday's miracle. Target confirmed. Aim and shoot. Loading. Charging.
Oh, please. I know how to use it.
Barrage. And now to return to my long-term mission. Rest.
Let us have a fair fight.
Charging. Loading. Charging. Target confirmed. Eliminate target. The light that illuminates all.
Ah.
A simple arcane trick.
The moment of utterance.
Loading.
Didn't see that coming, did you?
Benefit from reading.
Eliminate target.
The moment of silence.
Charging.
Oh, please. I know how to use it.
Benefit from reading.
The light that illuminates all.
Victory secured. I should excuse myself. My duty lies with you.
Who's inside the trash bag? Oh, we got everybody on the team now.
The moment of silence.
Loading. Charging.
Oh, please. I know how to use it.
Benefit from reading.
Barrage. Faraday's miracle.
Didn't see that coming, did you?
Oh yeah, we lost a 50-50 and we got a Thunder Bee.
The moment of utterance.
A simple arcane trick. Relax.
So if I put two failure, okay, nice.
No.
No worries.
how to use it.
Don't need heals. Just put this together. And
The moment of silence.
Please, don't resist.
I will be watching you.
Learn from silence.
Under attack.
Now presenting Dingler's Mirror. A simple arcane trick.
Moment of utterance.
You must see your true self. Hold on, psychiatrist at work.
In peaceful moments.
Oh please, I know how to use
The
it.
moment of silence.
Loading.
Bang, bang.
Learn from silence.
The light that illuminates all.
Matilda.
And now to return to my long-term mission.
Stop talking. It's time for a checkup.
What does Sotheby have? Where's Sotheby? Oh, she's not even high level.
Welcome to Typhon's movie party.
Triple the dose, okay. Change the effect to poison status effect to skill damage, okay. Okay. We'll bring in... This one's dead.
Neoscience Exorcism Office! Action!
Do I still need a healer? Okay. Yeah, I should open the healer back in.
I'm here for Warn program activated.
Copy that.
Loading. Charging.
A simple arcane trick.
Guys, Lily!
Faraday's miracle. Target confirmed.
I will be watching you.
Now for the longer battles, let's use it better with a healer.
Shell. Damage.
I wonder what her skills was. Alright, never mind. I don't have her. This is only a trial character. Forget about that. Buff.
Oh please, I know how to use it.
No worries.
Oh.
Easy lah.
Just buffed it.
A simple arcane trick. Copy that. Oh please, I know how to use it.
Relax.
Would you care to lie down?
Thunder to me!
Bang, bang!
Hey, don't resist.
Wait a second. Okay.
A simple arcane trick. Oh, please. I know how to use it.
Nowhere. Loading.
Oh, don't stare at it for too long. I will be watching you.
Hey, don't resist.
Aim and shoot.
A simple arcane trick. Now presenting Bingler's Mirror.
Charging.
Hold on. Psychiatrist at work. You must see your true self.
The light that illuminates all. Show. Damage.
It's a tough one, boss. Chocolate, check. 保鲜紙 check.
Circuits functioning properly. Charging.
Thunder to me!
陰森森，黑媽媽，睇得是明是暗，真係
好得人驚啊！
I, Robot, Child of Science. Barrage.
They are much naughtier than the Foundation's kids.
Last stage for the fighting part.
Dental checker.
What kind of monster is this?
The moment of silence.
Loading. Charging.
Oh, please. I know how to use it.
Benefit from reading.
Faraday's Miracle. Barrage.
Bang, bang!
Show. Damage.
I'm off my mirror.
Relax.
A simple arcane trick.
Loading.
Oh, please. I know how to use it.
Thank you for your cooperation.
Oh, don't stare at it for too long.
The light that illuminates all.
I will be watching you.
Show. Damage.
The moment of utterance.
Nowhere.
A simple arcane
Relax.
trick. Hold on. Psychiatrist at work.
Come back to me.
have that? No, we don't. We have the other one.
Now presenting Wingler's Mirror. A simple arcane trick.
Charging. Loading.
You must see your true self. Bang, bang!
Aim and shoot. Faraday's Miracle.
Wait, is she countering the attacks too?
Circuits functioning properly.
The moment of silence, the moment of utterance.
No rest. I, Robot, Child of Science. And now to return to my long-term mission.
Get the last one. Alright, let's see what goodies we get once we finish this.
Let us have a fair fight. Relax.
Loading.
Oh, please. I know how to
Charging.
use it.
Eliminate target.
Didn't see that coming, did you?
Barrage. Under attack.
Oh.
The moment of silence.
A simple arcane trick.
The moment of utterance.
Oh, please. I know how to use it. I will be watching you.
Learn from silence.
Oh, don't stare at it for too long.
Faraday's Miracle.
Ah.
No rest.
A simple arcane trick.
The moment of silence.
I smell the scent of mint oil. Would you care to lie down? And off my nails. Relax.
The moment of a time for
Now
tongues to
presenting
speak of
Wingler's
truth.
Mirror. I smell the scent of mint oil.
The scale of your soul has tilted. The balance needs to be restored.
You must see your true self.
A simple arcane trick.
The moment of silence.
Charging. Loading.
Oh, don't stare at it for too long.
Learn from silence.
Target confirmed. They are much naughtier than the Foundation's kids.
Alright, we got everything. Alright, let's see. Prize. And Claymore. 240. Got everything right? Yep. And that's all for Kankania's quest or story. I don't think we have enough for wishes.